All right, so this is Winnie, and this is Eric Bell with Quality Sound, and he's going to talk us through this invoice right here.
So starting here at the top, we have our Yamaha speakers. These speakers will be mounted directly in front of the bulkhead, in front of the stage for the audience. Will be two placed together in the center so that we can get an even coverage throughout the gym. And then we have wire that will feed the speakers. And we have a couple of amplifiers here. The first amplifier will run the mains, which is the two speakers going above the bulkhead. And the other amplifiers for the stage monitors that will be on stage that the church currently has, and we're going to use their monitors that they currently have.
The church or the school?
The school, I'm sorry, the school.
So the ones that we already have, okay?
I apologize, the school,
okay.
Yes.
Well, we're 2 in 1.
So then I have a processor, a short processor, and what this is a digital feedback equalization system. It helps take feedback out of the system. It does all the EQing. It does any crossover, anything I need it to do in a digital processing format that nobody can go and mess with the EQs and change, and can't point fingers at everybody. So it'll be a locked out unit that'll be set. And then we have some mic lines here. We got some mic wires, and we got a whole bunch of this mystery stuff. A bunch of mystery. We're gonna have a bunch of mystery floor pockets, and they're gonna be recessed into the floor, and we will have 5 of them throughout the stage, designated between Mrs. Winnie and Mrs. Angie in the spots that they want them. And they will also have speaker connections in them as well, mic and speaker, so that way no matter where they're at, they can plug in a microphone cable, and the jacks not be above the floor, they be in the floor instead of above the floor, so nobody can trip over the jack sticking above the floor. And we have some Rapco.
So how many plugs does that give us? How many things can we plug in?
We'll have 24 mics.
Okay.
And we have 24 mics, and then we will have 2 speaker jacks per location. So you'll have monitor 1 and monitor 2. No matter where you're at in each floor pocket, you can get monitor 1 or monitor 2. You can put up to 2 monitors on each monitor channel.
Okay.
So you could have 4 monitors.
So
total.
monitors will still be on the floor.
That's right. Still be on the floor on the stage. Yes.
All right.
And then we got this wrap, this RAP. And this RAP, what we're going to have is we're going to have a box set off to the side, and it's going to have a 10 by 10 plate with a custom interface to hook all these 24 channels. And it's going to have an additional 10 channels for the output side. So we got our input side, which is 24 channels. We got our output side, which is 10 channels. So we're looking ahead for future expansion and what we need for our mic channels. And we have a custom case that the school's Allen and Heath soundboard is going to be housed in. And it also has a bottom rack case, so that way we can house other gear in there like CD players, wireless microphones, different things, Bluetooth player, i.e. the example. So the spotlights
We've just purchased today.
today.
And we decided to purchase rather than rent because we were going to need to rent them like 3 times, and just this year, and it just makes better sense to purchase it right out.
Yeah. And then we have we got 2 more last items down here. One of them is noticed as SAN. It is a rack. It is a 16 space rack. In other words, it can hold, gear comes in 1 space and 2 spaces. So like these amplifiers will be 2 spaces. So that would take up 4 spaces of rack. And then we got the 2 DFRs. That's 6 spaces of rack. And then we've got a Juice Goose, which is 7 spaces of rack, and we got to have space in between for heating and cooling. So it gives us room to be able to add things in there later as well. And this rack will be housed in the equipment, the athletics equipment room next to the stage. So that way we can add for wires for stage later, for speakers and things like that. And we will have that ability. And this has a locking front door on it, so nobody can just go in there and mess with it. And then the two juice gooses, one goes in the wall mounted rack, and then the other one goes in the custom case for the mixing console. And everything will be operational. We will train whoever Mrs. Winnie wants to show how to operate things, and make sure everything's fully functional.
All right, thank you very much. So it's looking like once we take out the two lights that we're purchasing right now, because we want it for Christmas and the variety show and the spring production and the elementary spring production. And I got this approved by Dr. Warren today. It's leaving $17,154 to do this. Now, one question that they did have was they wanted to know about the sound treatment for the gym. What is something that we could do sound treatment wise?
I've took some measurements.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is go back and do some acoustical analysis and see what we can do to cut down on the reverberation in the room, which will help for basketball games when people are yelling and trying to get things across, because it can be difficult because you lose speech intelligibility. So I'm going to go back and we're going to work on this and acoustical analysis and see what we can do to knock down that reverberation time in that room, and see what it's going to take, and see if we can keep it as low as we can on the budget side, because I understand that everything's not made of gold.
Yes,
so
exactly.
But yes, we will work on that.
And then you'll get us a quote on that as well.
Yes, I will get you a quote on that as well.
Thank you, Mr. Bell.
Yes, ma'am.